Lotus Valley International School is an aspirational school. And this is a place where we encourage children to dream big, in fact.
See the world with a dreamy eye.
And our endeavor is always to ensure that children are able to pursue their passion, their inner instincts, their creativity, their interest, so that every child is able to excel. I think if we are able to provide a learning environment which is encouraging, if we are able to recognize the efforts of the children, laud their efforts and their achievement, we will be able to draw out the best in our students.
I am Harshni Sudarshan, a student of Delhi Public School, Bangalore East, Karnataka. So on behalf of EDU TV, I take this wonderful opportunity to welcome everybody here to the discussions, India and Egypt. So today we have with us students from India discussing and presenting their views on two of the greatest civilizations and their aspects in terms of business, education, and culture. I also heartily welcome our judge for today's program, Mr. Rajesh Setia. Good afternoon.
I'm Rajesh Setia, and by profession, I'm a mechanical engineer with MBA background, and I did my MBA from Delhi. So at present, I'm a founder and a CEO for a startup company, TestPan India Private Limited, which is Delhi-based. We are into basically booking of the test center and other delivery services for the delivery of computer-based online exam across India and abroad. You guys must be aware, you must have given the online exams from home during the pandemic, and many of the exams you're going to give after the school. There we are. So we have educational background. I'm also industry for representative for Innovative Business School and education committee member for PhD Chamber. But thank you so much for giving the opportunity to speak on this.
In a rich moonlit garden, flowers open beneath the eyes of entire nations, terrified to acknowledge the simplicity of the beauty of peace. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sneha Sharma, and I study in grade 11 in Lotus Valley International School, Noida. Today, I'm going to be talking about the bilateral relationship between India and Egypt and how they have, in fact, been able to acknowledge the reward that is peace and hence have been in close cooperation with each other. According to consensus in modern genetics, anatomically modern humans first arrived in the Indian subcontinent from Africa some 73,000 and 55,000 years ago. Ancient Egyptian civilization followed prehistoric Egypt and coalesced around 3100 BC. The history of ancient Egypt occurred as a series of stable kingdoms, the early Bronze Age, the Middle Bronze Age, and the Late Bronze Age. Now, the reason that I started by talking about the anciency and history of these two civilizations is because, as a great number of my fellow participants have already stated, that they have had positive relationships since ancient times. Now, since the 1980s, there have been 4 prime ministerial visits from India to Egypt and 3 from the Egyptian side. Both countries have cooperated closely in multilateral fora and were the founding members of the non-aligned movement. The second India-Egypt JWG on counter-terrorism was held in Cairo in January 2018. Egypt also dispatched 3 planes with medical supplies to India on 9th May 2021 when the second wave of COVID had hit. Now, talking about the economic relations between the two civilizations, the Russia-Ukraine conflict has threatened Egypt with a shortage of wheat. On 14th April 2022, the Egyptian cabinet announced inclusion of India in the list of accredited countries which can supply wheat to Egypt, thus ending a long-pending tariff barrier. In the field of scientific cooperation, ICAR and the Agricultural Research Center of Egypt have been working in the field of agricultural research. Space cooperation is an emerging vertical of cooperation between India and Egypt. Joint working group meetings and discussions between ISRO and NARS have been held since 2008. Now that we've talked about the political and economic relationships, let's talk about defense. IAF pilots trained Egyptian pilots from the 1960s until 1984. For the very first time, Indian Air Force participated in tactical leadership program of Egyptian Air Force Weapons School in 2022. The combustion and bond between the defense establishments of India and Egypt was also evident when the military leadership responded immediately to the tragic demise of CDS Gen Bipin Rawat. Now, coming to the cultural relations between the two, the Maulana Azad Center for Indian Culture has been promoting cultural cooperation through various activities. It has been organizing the Glimpses of India painting competition for Egyptian children for the last 25 years. The embassy also illuminated the iconic Cairo Tower with the Indian national flag on the evening of 15th August 2021. At present, the Indian community in Egypt numbers at around 3,200. About 400 Indian students are currently studying in Egypt. It has been said that a great deal of world politics is fundamental struggle, but it is also a struggle that has to be waged intelligently. I think we can all agree today that India and Egypt have been successful in that mission. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as students of Delhi Public School, Bangalore East, we, Ashriya and Melanie, are excited to announce that EDU TV has started a movement for higher education for all.
We are proud to inform you that corporates and Indian private universities have joined this movement by offering scholarships to eligible schools across the Indian subcontinent, Southeast Asia, Gulf countries, and Africa.
These scholarships are based on merit, sports, extracurricular activities, need-based, principal's recommendation, innovation by students, girl scholars, wards of defense personnel, daughters and sons of teachers, admission aspirants from remote places, SAARC country aspirants, students who studied in war zones, single parent, students with more than 2 siblings, and students whose parents are not eligible for bank loans.
This is a fantastic opportunity for many students, and we are thrilled to see the positive impact it will have on their education. We urge other school corporates and universities to join this movement and
support higher education for all. Thank you.